именини. Раз, два, три, поехали!
In Moscow, concerts and other events were held in honor of the Russian flag. People in attendance waved the tricolor banner and talked about their patriotic feelings.
We should all be celebrating this great day, 350 years of the Russian flag. We should all rejoice that.
Our country has the greatest history, and we are responsible for preserving it.
Patriotism has been the pillar of the Russian state ideology.
I said it many times. When it comes to the basis of strengthening our statehood, I think this basis, in a very positive meaning of this word, should be patriotism, in a wide and most noble sense.
Patriotic rhetoric has been used on various official levels and, as analysts suggest, with varying degrees of success.
I think the state's response has been, yes, to try and push the nationalism and patriotism card. I think what opinion polls we've got doesn't suggest that that's really successful. If you ask ordinary Russians what matters to them, a strong Russia features relatively low on their list of priorities. High up it's things like, not being predated upon by corrupt officials, actually decent quality of life, chances to run a business.
After the annexation of Crimea and the surge of patriotism, it has been waning as of late. More trivial things, such as quality of life, that is persistently going down, are occupying people's minds.
The latest trend, according to Mark Galeotti, is state and opposition movements both wrapping themselves in the symbols of patriotism.
One of the interesting battlegrounds is actually going to be patriotism in the future. Because actually the Navalny's of this world, the oppositionists, can actually make a credible case to say, well, what's really unpatriotic? We think that what's really unpatriotic is stealing millions upon millions of rubles from your country, which is meant to be being spent on roads and schools, and just putting it into buying yourself a new yacht.
Galeotti was referring to Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny, who has served several stints in jail in recent years for organizing anti-government demonstrations. In the heart of Moscow at Sakharov Avenue, named after a well-known Soviet dissident, it is clear opposition demonstrations have been competing with patriotic ones, as 350 years of the Russian flag is celebrated by some. Yulia Savchenko, VOA News, Moscow.